To today's session. I have total 13 plus years of experience in IT, and I worked and later in Cognizant and later in Wipro as project manager. Currently, I am working as a trainer in various institutes like Radical Technology, CSCT, and HEN. So today's session is basically Informatica MDM. I mean to say demo session. Okay, how the course is going to be, everything I will explain in detail. Maybe probably till 9:20 I will take the ball, and then I will open it for discussion or anything.
Okay,
Okay,
sure.
let me share my screen. Okay, so mastering enterprise data with Informatica MDM. So here I purposefully mentioned enterprise data, right? uh, in the sense it is not something like in your small retail store that is outside. It is not something like that. It is a big MNC or big organization. That particular data, we are mastering using the Informatica MDM. That is the purpose of this one. So unlock the power of unified data with Informatica. This is the today's agenda. MDM overview, our requirements, tools, everything I am covering in single line, and then Informatica MDM tool at a glance, and memory. These three I will share it at the end, what you are going to, how it is going to be, and all. First of all, what is like MDM and how it is I mean to say why it has become so popular, and why in every organization needs an MDM and all these things. So yeah, MDM stands for Master Data Management. Definition is something like MDM is a process of creating single, trusted, consistent uh, source, I mean copy of data by integration and various techniques, by integration, by deduplication, etc. from data coming from various sources. Again, I will show the data at the end of this slide. So, but before that, let me walk you through the I mean to say some more things, some more important things that you need to know. Okay, so yeah. So, if you remember, I mean to say, in our childhood or say any time, we don't have even a computer in our in any, like even if you go to railway station or even if you go to some I mean to say hospital, there is no such thing as a computer. There is just some kind of printing machine used to be there, and you just have to, I mean to say, just print a ticket or just give some coupon. That's it. But I mean to say, but there were some challenges that people have faced, at the night time they have to go and sleep in the railway station. I mean, I have seen in my childhood, and at 4 a.m. doctor is coming, at 10 a.m. people are going, and I mean people are at 4 a.m. they are going and sleeping in hospital. So all these things I have seen. So as things started going, things started automation. So what will happen once things start automate, right? Data volume will increase. So data volume has been increased. Okay, so therefore you need a database. But after but I mean after, I mean to say, later point, the data has increased it to, I mean to say, many folds. I don't say exploded. Okay, data has increased it to many folds. They have to the requirement is such that they have to maintain the historical data also. Therefore, the data warehouse has come into picture. I have not yet touched the MDM, so I am coming there. So now, therefore, data warehouse has come into picture. Okay. Now, I mean to say, so again, I mean to say, so now how we are doing, how we are integrating the data into data warehouse. Okay, let us take, this is a, I mean to say, warehouse, wherein warehouse I did not mention here data warehouse. So that you can easily understand. Actually, MDM, yeah, it is. Yeah, concepts are there. So many concepts, all these things are there. To say, but learning process should not be heavy experience, right? It should be very light. It should not be heavy. Array, yeah, so many sessions are there. When it
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like so you can to say warehouse, you can compare it to some kind of what do you say, warehouse like go down something. You can just relate it to like wherein you store all the rice bags, pulses, oil, all these things, packets, all these things you store systematically, or I would say you in a organized way you will store. Okay. In the same way, data warehouse, you integrate the data in a organized way.
Mm.
Now I am integrating, for example, we are integrating the data into warehouse. Okay. Uh, we are organizing data or integrating data into warehouse in systematic way. Now, like what is the need for MDM? Like I
Mm.
have warehouse, so data is stored into my warehouse. Okay, to say stored into warehouse. I have everything is there in my warehouse. Is it really required to master the data? Like why I need to to say so important. Like to say, first of all, if you are like jumping into oceans,
Mhm.
the depth of it, right?
Correct.
Blindly go and jump. So you need
Correct.
to know PMDM, why I am learning, like why
Mm.
I have going through these things and all. So now here comes the challenge. Okay, now see the data is coming into warehouse like this. Okay,
Mm.
now how will you identify? I will again come to our example or analogy which I have given. So how will you identify this person is the same person or different person? Subhash V, Subhash V, Subhash Chandra. Like
Mm.
it is very difficult to identify. Okay, now. Uh, Now, like if you see here, some things are there. Some, so now, see here, that is one example. Data is not, what is exactly see here? Data is not consistent. That is the challenge. So,
Correct.
like I mean to say, so data is inconsistent. So now, the way you tackle this one, again, like don't think just data is inconsistent. That is not one challenge. So if you say, like for example, in our previous example, okay, like in some bags it is like this. Okay, basmati. Some bags it is like this. Okay, in a crude way so that you can understand easily. There is no rice at all. Okay,
Mm.
is some 500 kg. This is there like 300 kg. This is there some 200 kg. But if the data is not consistent, so some user will, to say, end user will come to you. To say, I will put, yeah, no issue. I will put here only. So end user will come. So what you will say? Yeah, to say, there is every possibility of getting misled, because you don't know like all these things, like whether this person, maybe this person is different Subhash, this is different Subhash. So there is every possibility of getting misled. Therefore, so what this person might say, who is the owning these things and all. Okay, I have 500 kg. So you give him 500 kg, then you lose the business. You lose the business. To say, what about this 300 and 200? So therefore, if mastered data is there, maybe you can go on mute. uh, I will pause and I will. So if data is so if data is properly mastered, then to say, then there is no problem, right? Like basmati rice 1000 kg. It is not like so what he will say, like yeah, I have 1000 kgs of basmati rice, like 500 kg this brand, 300 kg this brand, 200 kg different brand. So three different brands of basmati rice I have. 1000 kg total is there. So no problem. I mean, I don't have. I can take all 1000. Or I mean, if he is specific about brand, then he can take one. So like that, so this is a like yeah. So therefore MDM is very I mean to say significant. Okay. And okay, so another important point I want to touch upon here. Okay. uh, So, how do you integrate the data into data warehouse? Using the tool. Let us take our only tool. Since you are also familiar, I am mentioning Informatica Power Center. Similarly, here before get, I mean, this is coming. I am coming here. So, like MDM in general, in any enterprise, in any big organization, MDM is maintained separately. Okay. MDM is maintained separately. They do, I mean, you have option to maintain MDM inside warehouse also, data warehouse also, you can maintain. But ideally, and most of the cases, even I work for Wipro, like no need to spell any company name, but I work for a client location wherein I have seen like MDM is maintained at different place. So in most of the cases, MDM is not like a place inside warehouse or something. They will maintain it separately. That is one first thing you have to, I mean, remember. And second thing, okay, Informatica Power Center, this is one like a ETL tool which you also know. So using Informatica Power Center, you integrate the data. Similarly, here in case using Informatica MDM, you master the data. Whether it is coming from sources or from data warehouse, you take the data and you master the data. Now, the second thing what I wanted to highlight, unlike other tools, like for example, your Notepad plus plus, okay, it doesn't need any, I mean, it is a small tool. Okay, it will provide some small services, some editable services only. But Informatica Power Center, Informatica MDM, these tools are not like that. They are big applications, big tools. So why they are offering wide range of services? It is not just editing and all. Like in Informatica Power Center, you know, Power Center Designer, Workflow Manager, Workflow Monitor, Repository Manager. Like that, there are various services. So like that in Informatica MDM also, I am coming to the tool probably in the next slide. So in Informatica MDM also offers wide range of services. So when a particular tool is offering wide range of services, obviously you need a server. Okay, for Notepad plus plus you don't need any server. Right, for Notepad plus plus you don't need any server. So obviously you need a server. Okay, in case, now the second point I am in case of Informatica Power Center, like it can be directly installed into your laptop, and whatever IP, like for example, here like my system, which IP it will take, whatever router IP it is there, that will take. I can see in IP config something, but that is not the purpose here. So whatever IP address it will take, and it will launch it, and it will like integration service will take care of everything. But in Informatica MDM, it is not like that. Like it has to be hosted separately. Okay, no? Because that is the way the tool has been designed. Actually, it has to be hosted separately. Therefore, it is hosted in a separate server. I mean, when you install Informatica MDM into your laptop, you will get to know all these things. Therefore, uh, like uh, uh, server which is it is hosted upon, it is called as JBoss server. That is called as JBoss server. uh, this is the second point. So installation point I highlighted, Informatica, why? Because later, you install the tool or something, and some error comes, you don't know what to do. So you need to be clear, right? Like Informatica, if it is failing, this is somewhat related to admin concept also. uh, like uh, so it is hosted upon the JBoss server. That is the thing. And for your easy way of understanding why MDM is so significant, as I told here, the third point which I wanted to highlight, right? Just like sculpture, how you prepare a sculpture or something. Initially, you will take some big stone. Later, some head comes, hands, chest, and uh, like uh, legs, all these things, it will come. So I mean to say, but MDM, it is something like enriched data you are publishing. So very very sensitive. Unlike, you cannot say like data warehousing is data warehousing is not so thing. MDM, that is not like that. I mean let me complete that thing. So now if you, that sculpture or whatever, it has to be completed, whenever you come to that eyes or something like that, you have to do very very carefully, like eyes, nose, or whatever you are doing, right? You are trying to sculpture, or what do we say, or carpenter, whatever. So at that place, if you do one mistake, gone. Entire thing will be wasted. All the sculpturing, starting to ending, everything will be wasted, like that. So doesn't mean while integrating the data using Power Center I will make mistakes. That is not like that. While I am not comparing between this and that. I am not comparing between warehouse, data warehousing, and data, MDM. Okay, now I put data warehouse. So there is no comparison. Like without that, what is the use of putting eyes and nose if we don't have even a human body? Then what is the use of putting eyes, nose, and all these things? So the point is, MDM is like a very very sensitive and enriched data you are publishing to the downstreams applications. Around so many downstreams will be consuming actually. If you are mastering the data, taking from so many sources, like around in my one of the project, I worked for one client, around 27 sources are loading the data. So using ETL, we load into data warehouse, and finally we master the data, like that. So, and from that much data, which has a lot of inconsistency and all these things, and those things, you are mastering it and publishing, how many downstreams will consume, right? So on every day we use it to publish the data. Every day we use it to publish the data. So that is why in every organization they maintain an MDM. That is the third point. I mean to say, in every organization they maintain MDM. So you don't need to worry. I mean to say, like I only learned MDM. I want to learn Python. I did not learn Kafka. I did not learn MongoDB or big data. You don't need to worry. Like Informatica MDM, if you can learn properly, that will definitely help you. Any doubts on this slide? Any doubts here? Now, uh, before definition, okay. Now, before definition, just I will change color here. Just like data, there are various data warehousing concepts. This you know, just like there are various data warehousing concepts: SCD type 1, type 2, type 0, type 3, and surrogate key, and indirect file loading. Like that, there are various concepts. Similar way, there are various concepts in the MDM. There are various concepts in the MDM, and first you need to know the concepts, and then how Informatica MDM tool is facilitating those concepts to load the data, to master the data. I mean to say, what are those concepts like match and match, like trust and survivorship, like that. There are many concepts are there, like user exit, and I mean, I just stating few, like user exit and hierarchy, because parent-child relationship, all these things are there. So hierarchical management and tokenization, match and merge, all these things like that. There are many concepts are there. So I mean, not many, like I will share all those
Okay.
concepts, because
Mm.
first you need to know the architecture, all these things and all. We
Correct.
have to go in systematic way.
Mm.
So all these concepts, just like in here data warehousing concepts, similarly MDM concepts are there. So
Mm.
those concepts you need to learn, and then how the Informatica MDM tool is facilitating you to for those concepts. So that is the basically thing. So I am coming here. Uh, so this is done, right? Okay, so this is the definition, which I explained in the beginning. Again, I am repeating because actually I did not know that you have worked for 14 years in all this Informatica and all. So
Mm.
I prepared in a large perspective, broad perspective. Even like
Mm.
this is like to help even a beginner also.
Correct.
So definition is, MDM is the process of creating a single trusted, consistent view of key business data, single
Mhm.
trusted, by integrating, cleansing, deduplicating, enriching, and governing data from various sources. Various sources data is coming, you have to do all these things, integrating, cleansing, deduplication, and finally you are producing one single trusted, consistent view
Correct.
for the, yeah. Okay. Now there are various MDM tools in the market like Informatica MDM, IBM, Infosphere MDM, Oracle, CBL MDM, SAP MDM, Reltio, Talent, Atacama, Stibo, Tipco, Prophecy. So no need to bother. Like
Mm.
if you know Informatica MDM, you can very well be situated properly. Even if like my colleagues are there. I mean, my both of us work for one client, which I mentioned. Like 2 years, I worked for Informatica MDM,
Mhm.
wherein we dealt with hospital data like HCP and HCO, healthcare professionals and healthcare organizations.
Mm.
So, like I mean to say, healthcare professionals means nurses, doctors, and many people will be there. Like that. So, and HCO, healthcare organization means like what is it, hospitals, and it is not just hospitals. Generally what will happen in United States and all, some people come out, some person who is a very good doctor, he come out of that hospital and he will open his own clinic with that same name. Like I mean, he is like accountable to that particular hospital, but he opens his own hospital, his own clinic or center, something. So like that we were. So now the point I'm trying to say, so we both worked, and we both worked on Informatica MDM, but he was I think a different MDM tool. Now he's working in a different company, so
Mm.
he could switch very easily. So no need to worry. If you can master at least one tool, then
Mhm.
you are very well situated. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay, Informatica MDM tool at a glance. I Since you told already, probably you already might have seen this tool. Like I'm not going more details into that tool. Like these all for developer. Sorry, these all for admin purpose. Like for example, they want to give access to tool. These are like databases. Like in detail, I will cover each and everything in coming sessions. Okay, like yeah, model, SAM, security access manager, data steward, utility. So all these things are there. So as I said, if a tool appears simple, but there are, as I told, it is a very refining kind. You have to be very so many concepts are there. So many you have to master all those things. So from, I mean, I will explain these things, but from demo perspective, I covered yeah, evolution, like data, like MDM evolved after data, like after data warehousing. Data warehousing, even in 2000s something it came, but at that time, like MDM is not there. MDM came around 2005, 2008 something, probably 2005 or 8. Yeah, 2005 it started, 2008 it evolved, something like that. But data warehousing is much more before 2000s itself it came, and yeah. So that is the thing. uh, so overview covered, evolution, um, significance I told, requirements, server, JBoss server and all I have told. Okay, tools, various tools available in market I have shown you. Okay, Informatica MDM tool at a glance, what all the things are there. Actually, timings and all we will see. First, let us complete the demo and all these things.